All right, y'all. Today we are going to be discussing the question that's on everybody's mind. Where is Bitcoin going to find its bottom? I want to talk about those key areas that I'm really keeping my eyes on. So, yesterday, guys, the FTX news came out and we had a massive, massive drop to the downside. It's crazy. In fact, if we just go to the daily time frame, in 2 days, we saw the price of Bitcoin come down another 25%, and we've officially broken down from this key area of support that was holding for so many months. We're actually currently back testing that zone of support. So, what I want to do now is I want to talk about targets to the downside as well as potential for some upside. And what I want to do really on this video is I just want us to be prepared for anything that can happen, because I am a trader and I know most of my subscribers are also traders. And so we're looking for those areas where the price is going to find some kind of volatile pivot so that we can take advantage of the price action. So the first thing I want to talk about is this bounce that Bitcoin has been getting since last night. So we came down to this key level of about $15,450. And this was a pretty key level that we had been aware of. And I actually did happen to grab a long from that level, as you can see right here. I caught a long from the bottom there. A smaller position size, but the reason why I got into a long from that level is because it was a level that we had been looking at over in the VIP Discord, and we were saying, look, if we're going to lose the key support that we have around, $17,000, then on the way down there are going to be certain levels that we can look for in order to potentially find scalp long entries. And this was one of the levels that we were looking at yesterday. In fact, I was going over it in the
I'd say
VIP
that
stream.
15.3 to 15.4 is a nice confluence, a naked monthly plus a daily. These are areas that we can look for scalp trades on.
So, we're looking at that $15,450 level, and you can see that that's pretty much exactly where we bounced from. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. So, what happens now? Well, we need to look at this move to the downside in light of what we previously saw for the past few months. Now, something that's very interesting about this range that we have not seen in previous ranges during this downtrend is we're coming back up and we're testing the bottom of the previous range pretty much right away. Now, we did not see that. If we go to the daily time frame, right, we did not see that this entire way down, right? From November, every time we lost a range, we lost this range, huge move down. We lost this range, huge move down. This range, huge move down. Now, we're losing this range, but look at this. We're actually coming back to backtest it the very next day or 2 days later. And so this is going to give us some context into what we can expect. Okay? When we take a look at this, this is the volume profile of pretty much the entire range that we've been trading since June. And so if we are going to get more move to the upside, I think one of the main areas that we need to keep our eyes on is going to be this value area low at around 18,800. And the reason is because not only is it a value area low at $18,800, but it's also a golden pocket from the last high that we put in before we really started to dump to our low. Okay, it's the golden pocket Fibonacci retracement. Now, another area that is going to be of prime importance is going to be the point of control at around 19.1K. This box right here is going to be the determining factor as to whether or not we see Bitcoin come back into the range or get a rejection. If we're going to put in a lower high, this is a very, very nice area to actually look for a short position to then ride down the next wave. However, we do need to be aware that if we can come above that 19.3 level, right, this red box that we have on the chart here, if we can come above this red box between the prices of 18,686 and 19,300, then there's actually a very good chance that we could get a move back into the range, and this would actually be a giant fake out. This would actually be a fake out to the downside if we come back above this level I do think we could actually see Bitcoin come up a little bit higher here. Now, here's something else that has piqued my interest. Okay. We were waiting, in fact, I was waiting to come up to this key level, the value area high at about 21,800. Now, there's a lot of other confluences here. But now if we take a look, we can see that if we pull our Fibonacci retracement tool from the high that we put in August to the low that we put in 2 days ago, this golden pocket right here is coming up now, perfect confluence at that value area high, making for a very potential juicy move all the way back up, simply to just fake us down again. Now, again, guys, these are just ideas. As traders, we have to be prepared for the levels in advance so that regardless of what happens, we can be prepared to take advantage of the volatility. Like how yesterday we were prepared for the level and we got a move right from that level. And we can see here that, when we know in advance what the levels are, we can take some trades. And by the way, if anyone wants to join the VIP Discord, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. We have a thriving community of traders in here posting the juiciest technical analysis and trade setups. Shout out to Boyan. Shout out to White Phoenix. Shout out to K-Pax. These guys are absolutely killing it in here with their analysis, with their trade setups. And also, if you do want to learn how to trade this way, guys, you can check out the course at jasoncaspertrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader, because it will teach you how to mark out those areas of confluence in advance, and then it will teach you how to have a plan so that you can look at the chart and decide, is there a trade to enter or not? Back to the Bitcoin price, okay? We are currently getting a move to the downside here after some 12-minute divergences. And as we are getting a move to the downside, let's talk about those next levels to the downside. Because the truth is, if we are going to break down from this range and, a back test, that would be an amazing opportunity. But let's say we don't even get that, right? Let's just say we tap up to these lows, which we have, and reject from there. Well, then what are we looking at? Well, for me, guys, I am actually looking down to some key fib levels that I have on the chart here. One of them is this, all right? If we take the fib from the Corona dump to the all-time high, the 886 fib level is actually coming in at around $11,300. Now, I really enjoy this level as a potential bottom for Bitcoin. It's not the only one, obviously, but a potential. And the reason why is because there's a lot of confluence here. First of all, we can clearly see that on the weekly time frame, this is like the last zone of support that we have, right? It's a very smooth move down now to this area. And this is a fib level. And we have seen a few times in the past. In fact, let me go to a different chart here. I will go to the BLX Bitcoin chart. And I will just want to take a look at some previous markets. So I want to pull a fib from the low of 2013 to the high of 2017. And look at this. Sorry, low of 2013 to the high of 2014. We pretty much bottom out exactly at the 886 fib level right there. Very, very interesting, right? And then again, this is the bull market of 2020. We can pull it from here to here and see that we bottom out pretty much exactly at that 886 fib level. And we see something very similar now that we're coming to this bottom. If we take it from the RONI to the all-time high, that 886 fib level is coming in at a very, very interesting area of support resistance flip, right? We know that 11K historically, we had a lot of volume that traded here. We had a lot of volume that traded over here. And we had a lot of volume that traded over here. We could kind of just draw a box and see on these higher term time frames that this is the next major area of support. And so this is a level I'm really keeping my eyes on. Now, if we lose 11K, we have to be prepared for a move, honestly, all the way back down to the $3,000 area. And, you know, this is something that I was on Crypto Face's YouTube channel yesterday, and Flop and Groper was on as well. And he was talking about looking at market Cipher B on the monthly time frame and kind of looking at just how the yellow oscillator, aka the VWAP, is still not really curving to the upside. It's just kind of hugging the bottom here. And if we get more movement to the downside where this monthly wave actually becomes oversold below that negative 60 line, and if we actually see a money flow curving to the bottom, actually either hitting the zero line or turning purple, it could be as if maybe the bear market has just begun and we could see a lot more pain ahead of us. And I don't think that we should discount Bitcoin coming to much lower prices, the single-digit thousands. I'm not saying it's going to happen, guys, but I'm saying it's something that we do have to be prepared for. And personally, I do have limit orders at $3,000 ready to go and below that in case that happens. But looking at this chart, $3,000 is really the only level in Bitcoin's history where we have seen a support resistance flip across many, many years, right? This was a clear, that $3,000 level. I remember when Bitcoin first hit 3K. I remember it was a wonderful day in 2017, right? We hit that 3K, and then we retested it, right? We broke 3K, we retested it, hit the bull market all-time high, retested 3K, had the 2019 fake bull run, retested 3K. We have never really had a level do that with Bitcoin where we've had a bull market high, come back down to retest, another big move to the upside, come back down to retest. And in addition to that, a level where we have found some kind of support resistance flip at the first touch of that level, right? The first touch of 3K, we see this monthly order block. The second touch, consolidation for like 4 months or so, 4 or 5 months. And then, of course, the Roni Baloney, we come down to hit that level. And just looking at this chart here, if we lose this red box, where's the next major area of support, right? It's a very smooth move down to 3K, a very smooth move back up, a very smooth move down to 3K, and a very smooth move back up. So these are things that we do need to be aware of, y'all. And again, as traders, the only thing that we should be doing is looking for these key levels and then determining, do we have a trade entry there or do we not have a trade entry there? Because we can profit and make money in these markets regardless of what is happening. And we can stack our Satoshis and lock that stuff away. And then during the next bull market, guys, it's going to be a good time. That's kind of it for this video. I just wanted to come in and give you my perspective. Where will Bitcoin bottom? I think 11K, 10, 11K looking really nice because of this monthly order block that we have right here in conjunction with the 886 fib and also some other confluences. And then we do have to be aware, guys. 9K is an important level. 6K is an important level. And then 3K is an important level, right? If we lose 11K, 9K is on the table. If we lose 9K, 6K is on the table. If we lose 6K, 3K on the table, y'all. So this is not to scare anybody. This is simply just my thoughts, right? This is how I'm approaching the charts. This is how I'm looking at this price action here as I'm watching it kind of unfold. And let's take a look at this local TA. Actually, that kind of goes beyond the scope of this video, this local TA, but I am curious to see if we're coming down to test any important areas of support anytime soon. Yeah, we're getting kind of close there to that golden pocket zone where we might be able to look for a retest, give back everything we gave during the CPI news, and then get another move up, or just continue on down. And that's it, guys. God bless everybody in the name of the Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus the Messiah. I pray everyone is super blessed. Still holding the shorts, guys. Still holding the longs. Just going to take it level to level and then trade accordingly. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll see everyone in the next video. Peace.